Hello and welcome to Ada's Bake, and today we will be making triple chocolate chip crinkle cookies. 4 C's. So first you will need 125 grams of unsalted butter and 100 grams of light brown sugar. But if you only have the normal sugar, then 200 grams. So first you need to pour these in. It's a better idea, just because we're going to be mixing these in, then you need to soften the butter a little bit before you do this. Okay, so you need to mix this with a hand mixer if possible, or a just machine mixer, or just your hands if you feel okay with that. So mix it into a light and fluffy, remember.
Oh my god! Ah! Oh, I turned that up too much.
Okay.
That's better. You may need a rest if you're having a hand mixer, obviously, because hand mixers are very heavy. My arm's hurting now. I'll just start again. So, as you can see, this is very light and fluffy, and this is an example of what it would look like when you're finished if you're struggling a little bit.
So now move over to here, and we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or paste, because I don't have any vanilla extract, I'm using paste. So 1 teaspoon. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit under, a little bit over. I make that mistake all the time. All bakers do, even professionals. Now you need to add 1 medium egg. And then you need 25 grams of cocoa powder, and you add that too. Oh my god, stuck. Okay. So after we've now added the egg, the vanilla extract or paste, and the cocoa powder, then now we need to mix it together. Whoa! Oh my god! Out of control! Quite good. You need to scrape down the edges a little bit, and then mix a tiny bit more. Wow, we got it off. Woo! So that's what it will look like when it's about done. So as it's now all mixed up nicely, then we need to add 225 grams of plain flour. Oh, that pours in much more easier than the cocoa powder. Now you need to add in half a teaspoon of baking powder. So how much is a teaspoon? 1/4 teaspoon, half a teaspoon. I don't have very much in there. There we go. It's about enough. As I said, don't worry if you get a bit under or a bit too much. Half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. But snow. Sieve snow. Not enough. So now you've added all of these ingredients, then you need to mix it up, not with a whisk this time, not with a hand mixer because it's just a bit hard, and also not with a hand whisk, not with one of these whisks either, because this kind of thing doesn't really work with whisks. So you could use a spoon or one of these. So mixing. This may take a while because there's a lot of flour. So now it's nice and mixed up. It doesn't really matter if you don't mix in all of the flour. I haven't, because it's quite hard to mix it. You may need a grown-up's help, because it is quite hard, as I said earlier. Okay, so now it's time to bash the chocolate. I look like a Roman warrior. I'm going to hold it like this. Now it's time to bash the chocolate. So we have 100 grams of each of these is 100 grams. As you can see, I've got milk, dark and white. You can do just one chocolate, but I thought it might be fun to have all three. So chocolate, I'm gonna defeat you. You go mad with this. Okay, that feels done. Now, you need to unwrap it. Quite hard to open. Wish they didn't wrap it in tin foil. Oh, there we go. That is very mixed. But so you can go and get the bowl and put the chocolate in. The best way to put the chocolate in is not by picking it up and putting it in, because that will take ages. It's just to unwrap all of one side and then hold it up, turn it over, and then it's done in about a second. So next, the milk. You might need to break it up a little bit more if it isn't bashed enough. Just do it with your hands, doesn't really matter. There we go, as I said, and turn it over. Oh, I love arrows. Everyone loves arrows. Who doesn't love arrows? This, don't know why I'm talking about that. There we go. So now the chocolate is nice and mixed in and nice and broken up. Then you need to get out 3 baking trays. Because there's a lot of cookies involved in just this. And if you want to do a little bit less, then you can go back and halve the recipe or quarter the recipe. So now you need a tablespoon, and then you need to make sure that there's enough space in between for them to flat down and give the others room. And you may, if it's like a weird shape, then you may have to just, you have to wash your hands before you do it. So now your hands are washed. This weirdly shaped cookie, you can slightly mould it into a ball shape so that it has enough, so that it's not a weird shape when you do it. So you can get it out with your hands if you really want to, but you don't have to. I'm doing it because it's quite fun. So it's best to do 3 rows of 2, and make sure, as I said before, that they are nice and spaced out so that the others have enough room to flatten down and turn into cookies. I love cookies. You need a little bit more. You make sure they're nice and even so that when people eat them, then another one doesn't start fighting with the other ones, saying that your cookie is bigger than me. And also for other reasons. Ooh, might move them. If the thing is not big enough, then you will need to start a new tray. And if you don't have enough trays, then you have to get another tray. So now that the cookies are, well, not the cookies, the dough is nice and shaped out and on the pans, then you need to, before this, you needed to put it onto 180 degrees C. So now, open it. Be careful not to do this while you are holding, because you might drop, while you are holding a tray, because you might drop it, and then you'll have to start all over again. Whoa, that's pushing it in. Ah. Okay, so now that all of them are in the oven, almost all of them, because a lot of them might not be good enough, mine isn't, so we need to, that one's over there. So now it's going to cook for about 10 minutes, and then after that 10 minutes, if you don't have all of them in the oven, take them out and then put the other one in. Okay, it's been 10 minutes now, we're going to have a look. Ooh. Very hot. Look at those. They are wonderful. Some of them are a weird shape, but that doesn't matter. So now that all of them are done, the most important bit, trying one. Shout out to Sid, who recommended this show, and shout out to Charlotte, whose birthday is today. Yay! Happy birthday, Charlotte! Thank you for watching Ada's Bake. Bye!